I don't know what to call this. I've called it cider press because it does have a nice appley or
Come up with
but
a come up with a creepy name.
like haunted orchard.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Haunted Orchard.
Okay.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Tiki Goth Club, and today I am in the Bamboozled Bungalow with my friend Tom. And Tom, you are a mixologist beyond many, and you're always coming up with like new drinks of your own, and they're all good.
Oh, thank you.
And you came up with a drink today that's more, it's not tiki,
No.
but it's definitely fall, Halloween, creepy, dark. Well, I guess a lot of the elements of that is like apple and cinnamon, right? Is that
Yeah.
what this? And so what
Yes.
the name of this drink is called? What's it called?
It's we're gonna call it a haunted orchard.
The Haunted Orchard. Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yes, and has similar proportions to the sidecar, which of course is brandy and lemon. To the for tiki to the outrigger, which is takes your brandy and swaps in rum.
Yeah.
So same kind of idea, but with homemade stuff, replacing a lot of the other elements and using whiskey as repellent rather than brandy or rum.
So this is going to be a whiskey-based drink.
Yes.
Okay. And actually, when I think about it, like when I think of like remember the Dark Manor that was up in Vancouver?
Yes, I love that place.
There was this essentially haunted house bar that was up in Vancouver. Rod Moore, the same guy who did the
Yeah.
Shameful Tiki Room. Oh my God! I mean, like it felt like you were in a Victorian living room that was haunted.
It's fantastic.
And all the drinks were more whiskey based.
Yes.
And I guess whiskey is a pretty good base if you're going to go for more of a creepier cocktail.
Yeah, or it plays well with autumn flavors.
Yeah, autumn flavor. So what would be autumn flavors? Just for the record.
The much derided pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice.
Yeah, I haven't done a pumpkin spice one, but you could do worse than shaking up, for instance, some bourbon with a couple other mixers and some leftover pumpkin out of the can after you make a pie, and strain out the pumpkin, and you have a pretty nice drink.
Yeah, there you
go. A pumpkin old fashioned, if you will.
A pumpkin old fashioned.
In this case, this is made largely from things I had on hand, and in some cases even grew.
Even grew. Okay. Well, what did you grow?
Well, this one here, this is a homemade apple liqueur, apple schnapps. Our apple tree produces more apples we could possibly ever use before they rot. This year, I took 15 pounds of them and immersed them in vodka and brandy with a fistful of cinnamon sticks from St. Helens, Oregon. And
talk about keeping things local.
Yeah, and let that sit for 2 months, shaking it every day. And, okay, liqueur. Making fruit liqueurs, usually the go-tos if you want to infuse spirits for fruit are vodka and brandy.
Yeah.
2/3 vodka, 1/3 brandy. So for say 2.5 pounds of apples, not a crazy amount like 15 pounds, it'd be like a fifth or a little over a fifth of 2/3 of which is vodka. 1/3 is brandy. If the vodka is 100 proof, a little over proof, that's good because it extracts the flavors and oils out a little more efficiently.
Okay.
So I got like a 5-gallon paint can from the hardware store for this project, and this is one of the results. There's a lot more of this came from. Trust me. This is a homemade apple spice bitters.
Apple spice bitters.
Yes, same tree. We had a bitters episode before.
Yeah.
And bitters, like making liqueurs, for fruit, oftentimes use vodka and brandy. For fruit, you tend to see brown liquor used to extract the essential oils, more for barks and roots and herbs. Not a hard and fast rule, just general tendency. As I recall, this is I think this is a brown liquored project, but literally
an apple a day cocktail bitters.
Yes, the apples needed to make this, literally the apple peelings. We still got to enjoy the apples. The apple peelings from 3 pounds of apples used to make a pie. Took the peels, didn't toss them in the composter.
It smells good.
Made a batch of this. Take that. That takes about 3 weeks to a month.
Okay.
Okay. Next, we didn't grow these ourselves because this is the Pacific Northwest and this is mostly citrus. Most commercial sour mix tastes kind of like lemon pledge smells, in my personal opinion.
Okay. Okay.
So, homemade sour mix, with nice little seeds and pulp floating around there, just to prove it's kind of like that little dime-sized piece of fat floating at the top of the can of chicken broth. It's real, see?
Let me see.
Yeah. Normally, for my simple syrup,
Very lemony.
Yeah. Usually I use simple syrup in this, and it's 1/3 fresh squeezed lemon, 1/3 fresh squeezed lime, and normally 1/3 simple syrup. I wasn't quite ready yet, so quite ready for this episode, and I subbed in agave nectar, which is a great sugar substitute, adds a nice kind of round flavor of its own, adds a little color, which can throw the presentation of some drinks off. In this case, it's going to blend right in with all the other brown.
Yeah.
So that's all good. So homemade sour mix. It knock the socks out of any commercial product any day, and it's easy to make.
Well, there you go.
And you can substitute the sweetener of your choice pretty much. Just adjust it a bit, adjust the volume a bit from 1 to 1 to 1 if what you're using is sweeter than regular table sugar.
And the spirit.
And the spirit. Well, this is
not to be punny.
This is a whiskey drink. Today we're using an Australian whiskey. And,
any particular type of whiskey, doesn't matter. Like a bourbon, a Scotch,
normally
a rye.
Normally I prefer a bourbon, but I didn't have a really great bourbon lying around, so I grabbed a pretty dang good Australian whiskey instead.
It's pretty dang good.
Yeah.
Now, wait, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Technical terms, like much of the rest of these ingredients, which we kind of.
Pretty dang good.
Yeah.
So what do we do?
Well, here. It'll speak for itself.
It smells good. It smells pretty dang good.
Yeah.
Let's make this cocktail.
Yeah, and unlike many tiki drinks, which are over ice or blended, this is going to be a up drink.
All right, so you have that filled with ice.
Yes, and like I said, this is very much in the realm of sidecar and outrigger. I didn't really invent the proportions. Everybody knows what they are.
So you're doing 2 drinks at the same time. So what
I am. So, well, one part homemade sour mix. That's 2 ounces in this case.
For me and you, we're both.
Yes. 1 part homemade apple schnapps. So again, we're doing 2.
Would regular apple schnapps work in this?
You probably could. You might
not green apple, though.
You might have to adjust the balance a little bit. I don't put any sugar in what comes off the tree. So if you're using a sweeter one, you might have to add a little more sour or a little more bitters to kind of level the playing field.
But what makes this kind of special is the fact that you added the cinnamon to it.
Yes.
To give it that fall, that creepy, that Halloween, dark.
Yeah, Halloween kind of flavor.
Yeah.
So it's a simple product. It's just apples and cinnamon and booze. That literally is all that's going on there.
Apple, cinnamons, and booze.
This is a little more complicated. And if I had my glasses on, I could probably read the back of it, but I'm not going to do that.
Apple bitters, though.
Yes, homemade apple bitters.
So how many? What are we doing? Like how many? Looks like you're using pretty many.
2 per person.
Okay.
So roughly a 1/4 teaspoon for each drink.
Okay.
I found roughly 2 dashes. Usually is about a 1/4 teaspoon. It's proven helpful a few times.
Excellent.
And then, of course, so one part schnapps, 1 part sour mix, and then 2 parts your whiskey of choice. Let's say bourbon's a fine choice. In this case, you're going Australian, just for kicks and giggles.
4 ounces of whiskey in this.
Oh, you're slipping back into tiki there, man.
Yeah. We're not thinking rum now. We're thinking whiskey.
All right. So we now have. Let's see. Yeah, we're good.
And this is going to be an up drink, not it's strained, not on the rocks.
Nope.
All
A
right.
little frost on the penguin there, and away we go.
Oh, interesting.
And yeah, it's kind of fun. You mentioned Dark Manor. This is the kind of thing I would think of them as serving. I loved their drinks.
Yeah.
Some people say they're a little gimmicky, and it's like, yeah, they're gimmicky if they flash or just look good, but the taste is not there. Their stuff tasted great.
Yeah. I can smell it already. I can smell the apple.
A couple of slivers of apple from the barrel I made the liqueur in.
Look at these. Look at that, man. And hold on. Show the camera.
Oh.
Look at that. A skull. Is that a lemon peel?
It's a lemon peel. I'm
Look at that.
reasonably certain that this pick is balanced for throwing. It has a really nice weight to it.
Yeah, it's balanced for throwing back drinks, right, Tom?
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, it looks
I
like
think it's time to drink.
I think it's time to drink. Let's try this. Yeah,
You like that?
yeah, it's spicy.
Yeah.
It's spicy, and it's weird because I'm not really tasting the whiskey so much,
Yeah.
but I'm definitely tasting the apple.
Yeah. Apple for sure. Well, the apple in it is two-part. It's the schnapps, and it of course is the apple peels that are used in making the bitters. And you have apple pie spices essentially, and some bittering agents in this, and just cinnamon in the schnapps, and that's all. That's what you're tasting.
And this is
All real.
And this is the haunted orchid.
Haunted orchard.
The haunt. Yeah, that's
You're
a much
slipping
different.
back into tiki again.
Yeah,
then,
I keep on slipping into tiki. We're talking about goth today. Tom, thank you very much for making this drink.
You're welcome. Cheers.
Cheers. It's really spicy,
Yeah.
but not like
Not-
like cinnamon
Yeah.
apple spice.
Yeah. Not in your face spicy. Just kind of warm and cozy kind of spice.
Yeah, a warm and cozy kind of spice.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
So you may be asking yourself, how can I join the Tiki Goth Club? Well, there is no membership. There are no fees. But I have shirts for sale. They're $20 a piece, $5 shipping and handling. If you're interested, go to my website, tikiwithray.com. There's a prompt that says buy a shirt. Follow that. And then that's how you can get your own. It's getting cold out there. Keep warm with your own Tiki Goth Club hoodie. They're only $40, $10 shipping. If you're interested in getting one, go to tikiwithray.com, go to buy a shirt, and follow the prompts.